What's up guys, Matt here. I've had a lot of you guys asking me, and by no means am I like a gear junkie when it comes to upland hunting, but a lot of you guys have been following Tater's journey and have asked me about the collar I use on him when we're out in the field. And so again, I'm no expert in collars. I just know what we use and we like it. And so I just wanted to share it on here. By no means do I make any money if you go out and buy this. I'm not affiliated with them at all. Just sharing it for my toller friends on here that might want to get into upland hunting or are looking for a new collar. And so we use this collar, the 1450 from DT Systems. Okay, why did I get this collar? Honestly, I read some reviews on it originally, and actually somebody had this exact collar, this one I own, local to me on Facebook Marketplace. They had used it like twice. I can't remember, something had happened, their dog had gotten injured or passed away and they couldn't use it anymore. And so that's why we have this one. I was really looking at this specific one anyway. I went on Facebook Marketplace, there was one local to me, and I picked it up pretty cheap, like 100 or 120 bucks. And so the core things I want to share with you, it obviously comes in a nice box like this. It comes with a basic charger, and this is the controller here. Now I just wanted to show you guys this controller because this is kind of stuff I didn't really see when I was originally looking for these. This has a very detailed way of using it. We use it very basic, probably most basic out of what anyone can do. The thing I like about this is you can either put it around your neck and have it hang, but what I actually do is I put my hand through this handle here and I leave it like this. And so on my shooting hand, I can still have this attached to it and it doesn't get in the way at all. And so I really like that feature. I don't know if other people use it that way, but I do. It's actually really padded here and it's tight, it's snug, it's not going anywhere. So that's how I use it. And then I have access to all the buttons right here if I need them, right? And so this does vibrate features. This has a shocking feature. This has different beeping features. So if you're new to upland hunting, there's two types of dogs. There's flushing dogs and pointing dogs. So if you have a pointing dog, this has a feature where when the collar is on the dog, when the dog goes and points at a bird, the collar will recognize that the dog is pointing and it will start to beep, 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 beep. That way the hunter knows that, hey, he's on a bird, right? Tollers are flushing dogs, so I don't use that feature on here. The only thing I use the beeping feature for is when I'm trying to get him to recall. If you guys have followed us for any time, you know that has been our biggest hang up with Tot, is that his recall, when I miss a bird and it continues to fly, he chases the bird. And so sometimes I will have to use the beeping feature to get him to recall, or if he doesn't listen to that, I'll have to zap him. Okay, so that's kind of the basic overview. This here is just basically strength as far as how strong it zaps. And then we have volume, we have all the different settings on here that you guys can go through, okay? It's cool little handle. Here is the actual collar itself. One thing I wanna show you guys is the prongs. Hopefully you can see the prongs here. They're not super big. So on tollers, they have pretty thick fur. I wish these were a little bit bigger because sometimes the zapping feature, I really have to crank it up in order for it to hit them. And then other times it is locked in good. And if it's too high, it's too much. So you can dial the zap from almost nothing to extremely high. But these are a little inconsistent for him as far as, and he's watching me right now because he's like, why is my collar out? Are we going hunting? These are a little, I wish they were just a little bit deeper. Maybe there's a reason they're like this. I don't know. Maybe they're worried about him getting hung up in the woods or something. They don't want him to dig into his skin. But I find myself, if I want to have that feature be pretty accurate, I got to get that collar pretty tight. The collar itself is nice. It's like a plastic. So if this gets wet or anything, it doesn't affect it. I've ran this thing through water. I don't think it's necessarily rated for swimming, but he has jumped in ponds with it. Has the beeping feature on it, and it's just a really good heavy duty buckle, which I like, and a ton of different size fits for it. So again, Tater Tot is a toller. This fits him great. It can get small, it can go really big. And then I'll just tuck the excess into here. And so it's a really nice heavy duty collar, comes with a really nice heavy duty remote, comes in a nice box. Just reading some of these things, says beeper training with 1,400 yards, 3/4 mile range, waterproof collar, floating transmitter, patent rapid access button for hands-free use, expandable up to 3 dogs. So I guess if you have multiple of these, maybe you can have up to 3 of these. I don't know. I only have 1 dog, but we like it. It's a good system. Not overly expensive, even if you buy it new compared to some of the other ones out there. This doesn't have like a GPS system attached to it or anything, which would be the next thing I would upgrade to, God forbid, if he were to wander away for whatever reason and get lost. A GPS would be nice, but you're really getting in the higher dollar range for that. So I just want to share this with you guys. Go pick one up if you like it. They're a good company. Again, I make no money off you buying these. I have no coupon code for you. But I'd love to know, what do you guys use for your dogs? Comment below in this video. I'd love to hear, and that way I can check out the collars you guys have. So when we upgrade or change, maybe I'll choose one of your options. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe.